Alright, well, hello again, YouTube. Get outside and play here. Well, I got the Biolite running. This thing is pretty cool, but can you cook with it? Well, I guess I'll show you. How about an egg? Let's do an egg. I've got a nice good fire going. I've got some red oak and some hickory here, and good little fire going. This is a Walmart pan I'm always talking about. It's like $3 at Walmart. I usually will throw this in my pack. You can see it's been used quite a bit. I cook about everything on it, and if you use metal cookware, sometimes it'll just rip off the coating, but so what? You throw it away or recycle it, and you go get another one. So let's let that pan heat up for a second, and I guess we'll try and cook something. There we go. Let's do an egg. Now my son likes his yolks broken, so definitely have to do that. Now, as you can see, my pan wasn't hot enough, but normally it would just start sizzling like immediately. But I'm sure in no time it'll be hot. There we go. There we go. And like I said, it's not terribly difficult to cook with. You just have to have an idea of the wood you're using. Is it going to burn fast? Is it going to burn fairly slow? The oak and the hickory in there, yeah, it's burning nice and hot and zero smoke, you can see. And when I'm using it with a pan, I just definitely keep an eye on it, because if you don't, if you're not quick enough to like raise it off or whatever, you really can burn stuff. Throw in a couple more chunks here and keep cooking. But I've used it for a week straight before, like I've said, and it works really good. I like it. It's a neat gadget to have. It's not much more you can say about it, but it works. And right now I could be charging my iPods or a phone. It won't charge a laptop. It doesn't have enough for that. I think it charges at like 2 watts maximum. So even my Samsung Galaxy S4 tells me that if I want a faster charge, to use the charger it came with. But of course, it does. It will charge your things. It may take some time, but as you can see, plenty of heat and good for cooking. I did see a YouTube video where somebody scorched their pancakes or whatever, but you know, if you leave the pan there, I mean, you're cooking on a fire. So if you leave your pan there and don't reduce the heat somehow, of course you're going to scorch anything. But it looks like it's cooking pretty fast here. And there we are. A fried egg. Now I think at lunchtime, I think I'll get some burgers out of the freezer that I've had there for a long time, and we'll cook some freezer burgers. But as you can see, a couple pieces of wood really works well. I like it. I did have one quality issue with the grill, being the plastic cover. There's a strap between the top and the bottom, and it broke. This is the bottom piece, and it hooks to the top, and it protects the entire grill, and it snapped right off. In fact, you can see the plastic is weak and chintzy, and not really worth 50 something dollars for the grill top. But the grill is about my favorite part of this. I like grilling on it more than cooking. The wood you use, it really does add some flavor to it and gives it a smoky flavor. So there you are. This egg's like done and in no time. So Biolite stove, yeah, works for cooking. Alright, well, fried egg that went well, but how about 6 cups of cold water and 10 eggs? I guess we'll try and hard boil them. And it's fairly sturdy up there, and you know, this is a big pan, another one I sometimes bring with me. More car camping than in my backpack, but if you have a very small pan, this is the pot attachment, and it snaps on top of that and allows you to use like small cups and whatnot. I think one of the Snow Peak pots will fit and basically choke the flame, so this actually keeps it raised up, and it's just a bent piece of metal that's welded, but I guess this would really work well for small pots and things like that. So, alright, throw a couple pieces in there and go for it. Let's see if we can't hard boil 10 eggs. I'll probably have to time lapse this, but I don't know how to do that, so bear with me. Alright, welcome back, and this is the plastic cover for the grill attachment, and like I was saying, this is the plastic part that it just broke just from bending too many times or whatnot, but it didn't survive the first car camping trip we took. This part here broke, so that's kind of a bummer, because this, when it's cinched together, kind of holds all the pieces together of the grill, and yeah, I was kind of sad about that, really. But as you can see, we're about, I don't know, 5 minutes on, and it's just coming to a boil now. So I did kick it up to high, though, just because I'm trying to boil. I don't really need to manage the heat. I need as much heat as possible. So I put it up to high, and away we go. So I guess when we got a good rolling boil, I'll turn the camera back on. All right, well, here we are at the point of a rolling boil, and yeah, I could definitely cook just about anything you could do on a stovetop with the Biolite grill, and all I've been using is wood, and not a lot either, but this thing is pretty neat. It's not inexpensive, but a pretty neat gadget. So I'm going to finish the eggs and let those cool and start on some lunch. So stay tuned if you want to see the Biolite grill attachment. I keep calling this the Biolite grill. It's the Biolite stove. The grill attachment, which I'll show you, is right here, the Biolite grill. 3 pieces. You have the grill top, inside is a baffle, and then the main body. So this is the Biolite grill, and that's the Biolite stove. I use them interchangeably sometimes. So. But that's that. We'll get cooking with this as soon as my eggs are done. Stay tuned. Alright, well, it's time for lunch, so we've got the old grill attachment here. It's basically 3 pieces. You got a grill top. This is an insert with like a baffle, and then this part here, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of lengthens your fire chamber. So when you're using this grill, you can actually put a little more wood in and it'll last a little longer, because it just sits on top, and that is it. And sometimes I use this to kind of control how much heat it lets out. You can let out almost all your heat, or just keep it all in and it radiates through here. This is about the hottest area right in here. So without further ado, let's do lunch. I'm going to get a fire going and we'll take it from there. Alright, we got a great fire going now, so I'm just going to throw in a couple more pieces and get it going. Now these are frozen, solid as a rock. I think they're even freezer burned. They've been in the freezer for a long time, but this is just a demonstration on the grill itself. So no matter how these come out, you can still get to see. And there they are. And I don't know if you can hear, but they're sizzling away. nice flames going. So, I mean, for 2 people, yeah, it's plenty of grill space. You're not going to be hosting any dinner parties or anything using this grill. But I'm thinking this hickory, this should be nice. It should give it a good flavor. Though whatever wood you're using imparts some sort of flavor on whatever it is you're grilling. So I'm using a mixture of oak and hickory, so it should be good. And because this zone here is the hottest, you might have to rotate it. And I'll find myself doing that, putting this over here and spinning them around. But anyone familiar with a grill can operate this. See the flames right there? Doing good, and why not throw a couple more pieces in? That's all there is to it. Fairly simple. And when it's time for a flip, I'll check back in. Alright, looking like they're ready for a flip. I added about 4 pieces of wood, and they look ready to go. And then, by the way, this is my favorite way of using the Biolite, is the grill. Everything does come out really, really good. I guess depending on what wood you're using. Wow, I don't know if you can see anything. But anyways, it's looking good. So you just pry it open, check the fire. Yeah, why not? Looking good. That doesn't take very long. And while we're at it, why not some cheese? A little bit of that, a little bit of that. And after I take my food off the grill, what I like to do is throw some extra wood in there, flip it down, and let it burn off. And what someone has told me before is you can fill it with wood and put a piece of tin foil over the grill surface, and it kind of traps the heat and really cooks off whatever food bits and stuff are left on it. But that's about all there is to it. As you can see, it is grilling really good. It does a very good job. I very much like it as a grill. And takes very little wood, and if I wasn't cooking a fatty meat, there would be virtually no smoke. But all the drippings, they seem to just hit the pan and vaporize, or they go towards the fire chamber, and they're also just cooked off and gone. So cleanup's a little tedious with all these little holes and stuff, but it's good. All right, there you have it, the Biolite grill attachment. And I'm getting smoked down. Thanks for watching.